हाँ, स्वागत है आप सबका एक नए लाइव स्ट्रीम में। और आज हम लोग गेंशिन इम्पैक्ट के जो नए मैप्स आए हैं, जो नए रीजन्स आए हैं, उनको एक्सप्लोर करने वाले हैं। लेट्स डू दिस। देखते हैं क्या नया है। Bro, I can't look at the white screen. It's hurting my eyes. आँख में दर्द हो रहा है भाई। यस। We are gonna explore the lands. लेकिन उससे पहले we need meat.
I'll race you there.
Lots of meat. Now let's check out the map. Here are the regions we have to explore myself. Okay, there are two more. Let's do this. Need to go here. शायद मुझे ऊपर से जाना पड़ेगा उसके लिए. And I need to check something. I want to enhance this. GG, Soumit Shield. Thanks for joining the stream.
Freeze! Cool it! Keep back!
ये चीज क्या है बे?
Wind blade!
They are like Beyblade. चलो भाई लट्टू जैसे घूम रहे हैं.
The This moment will be frozen in time. What's the hurry? Ah! Ah!
लेवल 70 विल बी बैक सून. ओके थैंक्स. आजा भाई. अभी तो यहीं पे. ओ भाई ओ भाई ओ भाई बिच्छू भागो.
No one escapes my sight.
एक ठंडी हवा लगा लो बिच्छू. आजा 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 आजा. एंड गॉन. ओके बिच्छू से हमें रॉ मीट मिलता है. आजकल बिच्छू भी मीट बनाने लगे हैं शरीर पे. साइज देख रहे हो बिच्छू का. ओ भाई
I taste blood.
What the fuck? You think you can hurt me, old man?
Dodge this. Oh, so sorry. Freeze. Dodge this.
Let it rain.
With the wind. Wind blade.
What the fuck? You think you can possibly?
I'll keep this close.
भाई 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 इलीचूर ने हालत खराब कर दी. वैसे इन लोग का लेवल बहुत हाई है. 70 लेवल इज प्रिटी हाई. मुझे जाना किधर है? ओके पहले नीचे वाले के पास चलते हैं.
Bet you can't keep up with me.
Cool it. This moment will be frozen in time.
Yep. Frozen in time and we're all dead.
Wind blade. Dodge this. What's the hurry? Ha. How fortunate.
I don't have a fucking clue where I am going, but I think it goes. Yep. तो मुझे नीचे जाना है ना. मुझे मैप के नीचे जाना है, नीचे साइड में। ये वाला रास्ता तो वेट अ सेकंड, यप ये तो अंदर जाता है। आई थिंक मुझे ऊपर जाना पड़ेगा। नहीं ये वाला ही रास्ता है।
Freeze! Cool it! Disappear! Wind blade! Oh, so sorry. Free! Dodge this!
आज कुछ ज़्यादा हीली चूल्स मिल रहे हैं मुझे यहाँ पे। फर्दर आई एम सरप्राइज बट स्टिल। क्या वो वहां से रेत गिर रहा है? हेलो bro, look at the sand. Oh, that's a cool graphics, man. I have to admit that's cool graphics. And look at this oasis. Hello? I want to go there, but मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि अगर मैं वहाँ पे जाऊँगा तो ये सारे मिलके मेरी वाट लगा देंगे। क्या वो क्रोकोडाइल है पानी के बीच में? Can I beat them all up? No, let's forget about that. I'm gonna beat you first.
Freeze!
I think it's a Hilichul camp. Yep. It's a Hilichul camp. An oasis on a camp. He's not dead. Let's beat them all up here. मार ही लेते हैं.
I'll race you there.
Okay, I'm sorry. I don't know what the fuck are you are, but I'm gonna kill you. Hey भाई कहाँ भाग रहे हो? Hello?
No escape!
Don't get frostbite. Dodge this.
Gonna fight big guy? Aja, 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 aja.
Wind blade.
Get him!
Freeze. How fortunate.
मैंने इसकी पूरी टीम को खत्म कर दिया और वो बंदा देखो वहाँ पे क्या कर रहा है. हेलो, वो देखो, वो देखो. Is that coconut? Nah, not coconut, but still a nut.
What's the hurry?
Right.
Disappear.
Lol.
I'll race you there!
ओके, मैं नहीं चाहता कि और एलिगेटर आ जाए और मेरी मार ले. इससे पहले मैं निकल जाता हूँ यहाँ से और आगे जाता हूँ. तो
I'll race you there!
I like the sand, man. Wait, what?
I won't let you down!
ये तो इजिप्ट का पिरामिड लग रहा है ब्रो। लो, लेकिन ये पिरामिड उल्टा क्यों है ऊपर? Bro, the shadow. And just look at my shadow. So cool.
I'll race you there.
You wanna fight, eh? What the fuck, bro?
This moment will be frozen
You
in
guys are
time.
strong.
Dodge this.
You guys are strong. I have to do that.
Ah! 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 That!
I can also do that.
You won this one.
Here, have some taste.
Wind blade. Take that. Freeze.
They're pretty weak for a level 70, you know? I mean... Okay.
Oh, so sorry. What's the...
Let it rain.
Wind blade. Dodge this. Freeze. A reward on the road.
Yes, I don't have time for that, but... I don't really want to die. You're welcome.
Hey, go Baron Bunny.
And you're dead.
I kill you.
That's a very big area. Yep, very big. And it still goes. Bro, ये गेम कितना बड़ा होने वाला है? हेलो इनाजुमा, यहाँ पे देखो 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 देखो, मोड करके देखो। ये है इनाजुमा का आइलैंड। यहाँ पे ऊपर था ल्यूए। खुलता हुआ ना मौसा डूबे। अच्छी रखो। हाँ, go here. भाई गियर का साइज देखो कितना बड़ा है। हेलो।
Just following orders.
And I'm following my way. Bro, the sun is so bright. मेरी आंखें जल रही है। हेलो। Is that a Fatui group? देखा है, defeat the Fatui and the Eremites. Well, अगर ये Fatui और वो लोग Eremites है तो दोनों का लड़ने क्यों नहीं देते? I mean, they just kill themselves. Don't have to do anything. ये जॉर्डन का पेट्रा जैसा क्यों लग रहा है? वो चीज़ आखिर में है क्या? मुझे ये जानना है बस। और ये पक्षी कौन सा है बे? ड्रैगन जैसा दिखता है। Oh shit. अरे अपने पेट को तो बुला ले वापस। हेलो। अबे ओ अपने पेट को तो वापस बुला ले।
Freeze! Cool it! Windblade!
देखो मुझे जानवरों को मारना अच्छा नहीं लगता, मैं पहले ही बता रहा हूँ।
What's the hurry? What's the hurry?
Hypostyle lizard. Unique name. What? What the hell? भाई मुझे लगा मैं गिर गया। What the hell?
What's the hurry?
ओके न्यू बोर्ड बहुत एक्सप्लोरेशन हो गया, अब थोड़ा मिशन कर ले तो उसके बाद फिर से आएंगे। रुक जाओ। To come back later. Eye of the Sands. Aru Valley. Unique name Aru Valley.
Ad Astra Abyssosk.
उसके बाद क्या? Oh, I'm sorry.
Recently, the Adventurers Guild has received an unusual commission, and after careful consideration, we believe that
The Traveler would be the most suitable candidate, right?
Indeed, as ever. I will spare the pleasantries then. May I ask if you two are available to help? Well, let me go over it briefly. Our client for this job is the Yashiro Commission. Apparently, Rift Towns are attacking the roots of the sacred sakura nearby Mount Yogo in great numbers.
Rift Hounds? On Narukami Island?
Yes. We are not sure where exactly these creatures come from. But this time, they are attacking in alarming numbers with great aggression and a clear target. The sacred sakura is of tremendous importance to Inazuma. I trust you are aware of this already? Good. Then you can see that this case is very urgent indeed.
Is the Tenryu Commission aware?
Yes, and they are already taking action of their own. However, given that the sacred sakura, their main priority is to protect the civilian population, so they are actively looking to cooperate with all other available forces to eliminate. The Adventurers Guild is one of the key parties assisting the Tenryu Commission with their work. But so far, the combined efforts to... You have our deepest gratitude. Your confident response puts me far more at... I will mark on your map the areas where Rift Town appearances have been recently reported.
Relax. We'll be back before you can say Ad Astra Abasosk.
Yeah.
The sacred sakura's in danger again, huh?
Sakura-chan, what happened? क्या हुआ है फिर से तुम्हें?
Keeping the sacred sakura safe was Hanachiru Sato's greatest wish, and now these mangy mutts are trying to destroy it! Time to teach him a lesson! They're attacking the sacred sakura! Stop them!
This moment will be frozen in time.
Oh, okay, what the fuck?
With the wind!
Come out here.
Bet you can't keep up with Get him! I'll race you there!
Where is the big guy? Wait, what the fuck? What? Yo, big guy, you're where I want you. Wait, what the fuck? Hello? अबे चूना लगा दिया इसने मुझे. अबे hello? What the fuck? Nah, not again.
Freeze! Oh, so sorry. Dodge this! Wind blade!
Let it rain.
Disappear!
No, you're only left. Wait, let me heal first. Guess I have no healing.
Freeze! Wind blade! Dodge this! Ha! This moment will be frozen in time. What's the hurry? Ha! 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 Cool it! Ha!
No one escapes my sight.
Yeah!
Go, Baron Bunny!
Wind blade!
Let it rain!
And you're dead, you're dead, you're dead, you're dead, you're dead, you're dead, you're dead,
Wow,
you're dead.
there are so many of them! No wonder the Tenryou Commission needed help! Come on, travelers, you can take them!
Yeah, I can take them, but I need help. I can take them, but I need health.
Get him! No one escapes my sights!
Yep, I got them.
Torn to oblivion!
Shogun? Wait, no! Could also be A!
Oh, it's you two. It has been a long time. We have not seen each other since the resolution of the Tenryou Commission crisis.
Okay, sounds more like A. It is you, right? You sure made short work of them! That was amazing!
I'm making early preparations for what is to come. Last time we took a walk around Inazuma together, I witnessed the way the world is today. I was finally able to comprehend some things that I had never understood in the past.
That's good.
Since then, every time I encounter an obstacle in my thinking, I find myself having the urge to spend some time in the outside world.
Makes sense. You must get super bored being stuck in there all the time.
Might I remind you that I am not here to amuse myself? Recently, I have observed a number of changes in the external world from the plane of Euthymia. The most serious of these being the attack on the sacred Sakura by numerous rift hounds. I considered this matter worthy of my attention, so I pursued them, and they led me here, where I happened to run into you. If the Shogun rather than I were to discover them, yes, perhaps she would have left the situation alone.
Why? Because she's just a puppet?
Precisely. According to the rules I designed for her, matters of this nature are to be delegated to the Tri-Commission. But rift hounds attacking the sacred Sakura... It brings back bad memories of that terrible disaster.
A disaster?
Yes.
Now what happened 500 years ago?
500 years ago, a great catastrophe befell Inazuma. Everything was engulfed in a pitch-black fog, and monsters ravaged the land. Countless lives were lost, and this homeland that the people had worked so hard to build barely escaped being obliterated entirely. The monsters committed many atrocities on Inazuman soil, and the Rift Hounds were always their advance guard. Their duty was to tear open a passage through space with their claws and teeth, and then call in even more powerful beasts. So you've heard of it too. That's an episode of history that I am loath to recall. Maybe to you, it seems like my response to these creatures was an excessive one. But an excess of caution is not unwarranted in this case.
Guess you can't argue with that.
Since we are both here for the same reason, let us work together.
Why
From the
not?
traces they've
I need
left in
some
the
help,
surrounding
'cause I
area,
lost many health.
there should be many more monsters nearby. All of them must be eliminated.
Paimon feels so safe when we're in Ace Company. Having someone uber powerful on your team. Oh yeah, after we've dealt with the monsters, we should this color. It's similar to the color when the sacred Sakura takes damage. Let's follow it. It should be this way.
We are lucky. The damage is not too serious. The Yashiro Commission will be able to nurse the root system back to health.
This stuff that's flowing out, is it sap or something? And how come it's glowing? Huh? What's this?
I can't go on like this. Not when the other troops are counting on me.
What happened here? Could you tell us?
Who are you? What are you doing here? Run quick while you still can. The monsters will be back. And once you're in their sights, I'm telling you there's no escaping them. We will defend Inazuma until our dying breath. You don't know? Beasts and horrifying monsters are everywhere. They're merciless, ferocious, and they will devour everything in their path. Every last trace of humanity's existence, I tell you. They'll devour it all.
But look, none of that seems to be going on around here.
Not right now, but they'll be back. Look, get out of here.
Now! There's no time left! The almighty Shogun is gone. So is Kitsune Saigu. There is no one left to rely on but ourselves. I don't know how long we can hold out for. But if we abandon our hope, then we've got nothing left at all.
Don't worry, I'm right here.
It's... the Shogun? You're back! Please, we beg you. You have to help us. You have to save Inazuma. Only the glow of your supreme lightning can dispel this terrible darkness. Please, or the whole of Inazuma will be reduced to a hunting ground for the beasts.
Calm down. The war you speak of is over.
Over? But what do you mean? Shogun?
Look around you. The grass grows green and lush, and a soft breeze blows. This is Inazuma at peace, as you will no doubt remember. There are no monsters, nor is there anything else here that could threaten your life.
What? But how? Just moments ago, they were everywhere. I saw them tear my comrade to shreds with my own eyes.
Hey, calm down. Everything's fine now.
लाइफ में पहली बार किसी भूत को पैनिक होते देख रहा हूँ.
I think I understand. Almighty Shogun, you saved Inazuma. Yes, we were right to place our trust in the Almighty Shogun. As long as the Shogun is with us, Inazuma will last for an eternity. Thank you, Your Excellency. Thank you, thank you.
What's wrong with him?
He's gone.
Paimon can't even begin to understand what that was all about.
If I am not mistaken, what we just saw was a samurai's memory that was buried in the land. The sacred sakura can absorb and purify the filth in the ley lines. After the Rift Hounds attacked, some of this filth leaked out through the cracks in the trunk and formed a physical entity. An entity formed with strong filth would be highly aggressive. But when purified, it presents in the form of a memory. Purified filth quickly dissipates and will be absorbed by the ley lines shortly afterwards.
So the memories of the ones that died are all appearing at this moment?
Yes. That soldier was one of the many thousands who made the ultimate sacrifice. What he was describing just now was precisely the disaster that happened in Inazuma. Yes. Inazuma was facing many great crises at that time. Some were local in origin, while others came from the now fallen kingdom of Kanria. The disaster in Inazuma caused me great concern. I felt that I had to step in before it was too late, otherwise it would spread to all of Tevat. But my friend, Kitsune Saigu, reassured me that I had nothing to worry about. She would shoulder the responsibility of protecting Inazuma and mobilize all forces at her disposal to combat the threat. I could tell that, although neither of us acknowledged it, we both knew that the road ahead would likely end in tragedy.
So, Inazuma was attacked at the same time as when the disaster happened in Kanria?
Indeed. Countless monsters suddenly appeared throughout all of Inazuma. In the end, Kitsune Saigu sacrificed her life to protect the people. I never had the chance to see her one last time. But I would like to believe that she kept her promise to me until the very last. But even then, Inazuma was left more devastated than we could have ever imagined. Those terrible tragedies left great wounds that are still felt to this day, both on the land itself and in my heart.
Hey.
Yes. For the longest time, I couldn't bring myself to face the pain of that loss. All my martial might was in vain. Though I could conquer Tatarigami and vanquish monsters, I was helpless against the ravages of time, powerless to keep the ones I cherished alive. But after my clash with human ambition, I thought long and hard. Now I realize I cannot fixate on the past forever. When I traveled around Inazuma with you, I caught a glimpse of how the nation has progressed over the centuries. A glimpse of human potential. Everything far exceeded my expectations. Moving forward inevitably invites further loss, but also new encounters. Just think of that soldier. Despite all the losses he had experienced, he still chose to keep fighting for the sake of moving forward. All those who sacrificed themselves back then gave their lives fighting for a future. But perhaps the future they were hoping for is not the eternal. As Inazuma's god, it is high time I honored their wishes. Warriors of the past, who spilled your blood on this, I will never forget you. And
He's taking all this pretty hard.
come on, let's keep investigating the...
Where are the marks?
Expected, there are a load of rift hounds here too.
Leave them to me. Illusion shattered!
Don't die.
There is no escape! Inazuma shines eternal!
Huh? Something seems wrong with A.
Why would you ask that?
Well, usually you'd pull out your sword and swish! Vaporize them all and...
You are unduly concerned. I'm simply conserving my although I have some understanding of the situation already, it could take an I must be prepared for anything. If there are more formidable monsters lying in wait in this area...
Ah, makes sense! Spoken like the roots seem pretty badly damaged this time. We definitely need to tell the... Hey! The same light is leaking out again!
Furuyama?
Almighty Shogun, what brings you back so soon? I thought you were off fighting a battle in a distant land.
Fighting a battle in a distant land? Sounds like this guy's talking about 500 years ago, too.
Allow me to introduce Furuyama. He is a tea master and a member of my retinue. Though blind, Furuyama is unparalleled in his ability to appraise tea. He brews some of the very finest tea in all of Inazuma.
Your Excellency, you shower me with praise undeserved. I have simply had the good fortune to be in Your Excellency's presence long enough to become acquainted with all the skills that are required of me. It sounds like the Almighty Shogun has brought a guest. I'm afraid I'm unable to serve you any respectable refreshments on account of the current situation. But please, sit and rest. After all, it's quite a mess out there.
What should we do? Oh, yeah.
I see. So, they have fought their way this far already. Most of the residents in this neighborhood have already escaped. They wanted to take me with them, but it seemed rather pointless to me. So I decided to stay. And now the almighty Shogun is here, I have even less reason to run away. Imagine if this was something that even the almighty Shogun was powerless to resolve. Where could I? People flee out of a desire to live on. And the desire to live on stems from a feeling of having unfinished business in life. But me, I have no such thoughts, and I have no regrets. The almighty Shogun often speaks to me about her dreams over tea. Just listening to her stories, I've been blind for many years, but her vivid descriptions took me on a splendid journey to all the most beautiful places in Inazuma. Over time, I've come to understand her mindset. Quite the romantic at heart, a true dreamer. One thing she always says is, good. So you see, as bleak as things...
Perhaps.
It won't be long now before I have to say goodbye to the almighty Shogun for the... But I suppose it doesn't matter. Everyone says that Inazuma has turned dark now. But to me, once this catastrophe is over, life is sure to spring forth anew. Oh, goodness me. The almighty Shogun... One moment, I'll just... I hope the others didn't smash it to smithereens in their hasty departure.
Can't see it.
Really? But it's always been right by my side. I couldn't possibly have my guests fetch it themselves. That would be most
Don't worry about it. Take a rest. We'll be back right...
Almighty Shogun, you're not going too, are you? No. Your humble servant
This place is... complicated. It's quite unlike the tea house in your memories. Leave it to us.
But... Well, okay. I never thought I'd see the day that I need the almighty Shogun to personally... I can't decide whether it's a...
Now we have to collect tea.
Find a tea set. Having a cup of tea isn't exactly the...
पहले थोड़ा हेल्थ ले ले.
I'm also feeling very nostalgic for his tea.
Oh, why don't we go to the Kamisato estate?
It's the Traveler. And the almighty Shogun. How might I be of assistance, Your Excellency?
I wish to borrow a tea set from the Yashiro Commission.
Oh, sure. I'll fetch that for you right away. Please step into the courtyard and have a rest, almighty Shogun. Oh, and I'll inform my lord about your visit immediately. And the tea set. I'll bring that here as soon as it's ready.
Be at ease. I'm not here to see Commissioner Kamisato. Actually, I'd prefer to spend this time chatting with the Traveler. Please, fetch the tea set at your convenience.
No. I am your humble servant. I daren't think of my own convenience when the almighty Shogun graces me with her presence. I'll deal with it right away.
Well, it's not often we have the chance to chat. I'm sure you must have a lot of questions.
Right. Paimon wanted to ask that too. The almighty Shogun that he described didn't sound anything like you at all.
I seldom had the time to drink tea. Any free time I had was spent practicing martial arts. So, in the vast majority of cases, the one he made tea for was the former Electro Archon, who was also my sister, Raiden Makoto. He may well have had an inkling about there being two Raiden Shoguns, but he always acted as if he was completely unaware of it. The philosophy of life that he shared with us just now That was Makoto's view on reality. She always saw things that way.
You and Makoto had pretty different...
Indeed we did. It was, in her eyes, the most precious things in this world were dreams. The yearning for a better future. They are similar. When you came charging into the plane of Euthymia, I saw human aspirations light up the sky far above in the form of countless stars. This somewhat shook me. Now, it seems like she was right, while I took the wayward path.
Wow. There sure was a lot...
Makoto saw a bigger picture than I did. In her view, a dream and ambition is a yearning for something material. Makoto was more concerned with the force that drives humans to constantly generate new ambitions in the first place.
That's...
To put it simply, Makoto wasn't... I didn't understand at the time. How can we say that? I suppose what it comes down to, yes, it does. I always thought that she must have grasped some elusive, arcane wisdom to arrive at... But in the last analysis, Makoto's philosophy was...
Do you feel you're starting to understand her better?
You have already witnessed my previous views on it, but now... I no longer cling to what was lost. I suppose that means our differences have been reconciled.
Almighty Shogun, I found a tea set. This one in particular should be fit for your excellencies.
It's quite beautiful.
You are too kind. A humble servant such as I does not deserve the
It's all good, sir. She's actually...
Let us return. We ought not keep Furuyama wait.
Old man, where are you?
Hey, he wouldn't have gone looking for a tea set himself.
Or perhaps the ley lines did not have the power to sustain him for very long. As was the case with the memory.
So we didn't even have a chance to say goodbye.
The information held in the ley lines is complex and disorderly. The fact that we were able to meet him to begin with was a miracle of fate. Well, this chance won't come often, and we do have a tea set. I've watched Furuyama brew tea on many occasions. The tea is ready. Please. So many thoughts were racing through my head as I was brewing it. I'm not sure how to explain it. You're right. But the things we've seen today have brought back... I've been reminded of many people, too. Kitsune Saigu, Makoto, and all the other friends who I watched pass even further back. Back at the Yashiro Commission, I kept the conversation reasonably lighthearted. But now... I'd like to broach a heavier topic, if I may.
Please.
The events of 500 years ago not only robbed me of my friend, Kitsune Saigu, they also took Makoto away from me, for good.
She died in that disaster too?
Yes. She went to Conria alone, without telling me. Unlike me, Makoto was no martial artist. But this time, the circumstances were so... Yes. It was too... She had already lapsed into unconsciousness by that point. So it was there that we bid each other a final farewell. I cried. Why did she go to Conria first, and not I? Why did she keep me in the dark about it? Was it to shield me? It was there and then that I resolved to pursue eternity. As a testament to that decision, I saved her realm of consciousness just before it collapsed completely.
That's quite a...
When I returned to Inazuma, I was shocked to find that a great sakura tree had appeared on Mount Yogo. The tree that you know as the sacred sakura. That's exactly what everyone back then told me as well. That it had existed since time immemorial. They were so matter-of-fact about it, and couldn't at all understand what I was so surprised about. No one questioned it. And yet, its presence contrasted so starkly with the area as in the end, I simply had to accept that it was a miraculous effect of, with the help of the sacred sakura's power. I was finally able to overcome the monsters, and...
This is all really hard to understand.
Yes. She had such a great love for this land, and for its people. I once told myself that I would never speak of these events again. Facing but even the tea that is most bitter to the tongue, once swallowed, and it's time I came to terms with it all.
Oh, while we're on the topic, since you experienced that battle in person...
Sister? You mean to say that she was somehow involved in the Conria disaster?
Based on what we've learned so far?
I'm sorry. I wasn't there for the whole thing. By the time I arrived, the worst of the fighting was already over. And also, my mind was consumed entirely with the plight of Inazuma. So...
Oh, well, that boy... Both of you have experienced great tragedy.
with this last cup of tea? Thank you, Destiny.
We should go. Let's keep following the traces.
Very well. Based on my investigation so far, I believe this next pack of monsters should be the last.
The last one is always the big one, trust me. Yep.
Once again, please leave them to me.
Hey, are you sure?
Fear not. Illusion shattered! Shine down!
Are you alright?
I'm fine. Illusion shattered! Transcend all constraints. Now you shall perish!
Windblade!
And she's having a hard time, I think.
Maybe you should leave this one to us.
My apology.
Don't worry about it. Just take a... We'll deal with them. Look, That's the same light again.
Where am I? Who are you? Almighty Shogun, you're here too. Are you injured, Your Excellency? We, the Shogunate Samurai, will defend the Shogun until the very end.
Come on, men. They're coming back for more.
Don't!
Danger is our duty, ma'am.
No need to worry, Almighty Shogun. When the situation looks bleak,
Is that a vision?
It certainly is. I know the gods are omnipotent and their willingness to grant their power to humans. If the Almighty Shogun is in trouble, now of all—
So that's how samurai of that era understood visions, huh?
nobody knew where Your Excellency had gone, and we were starting to despair. But now we've found you. Just the sight of you appearing before us once more has reignited the hope. This hope is the light that will guide us out from the darkness.
Everyone, on me!
We'll help too!
Huh? Affirmative, but watch your back.
Protect the Almighty Shogun!
With the wind!
Oh, so simple.
Give you some taste
Dodge this!
how strong I am.
Cool it!
Let it rain! Get him!
Freeze! Cool it!
How that thing is gaining power, I don't understand.
Hey, go Baron Buddy! Bet you can't keep up with me! Get him! Bet you can't keep up with me! I'll never surrender!
Tired.
Get him!
You'll pay for that!
This moment will be frozen in time. Ha, dodge this!
Take you out.
Get him! No one escapes my sights!
And you're dead.
It seems like their attacks are finally over.
I've never fought so fiercely.
Thank you all.
Are you okay?
I'm fine.
You fought phenomenally. It was true. The monsters will definitely come back. And when they quickly escort Her Excellency back to Inazuma City. And
When everyone sees the almighty Shogun sing...
Well, what are you?
we will stay here and guard against the monsters' advance. We are brothers in arms. As long as we stick together, we can face any.
That's fine. Just leave.
Just leave it to us. But the almighty Shogun is the only one of us with the power to change the present state. No matter what kind of threat faces Inazuma, we will always...
Thank you all. I should not have left it this late to make this promise. But from this...
Don't worry, Your Excellency. We will never doubt your word as long as, with you leading us, we will claim back everything that Inazuma has.
Glory to the Shogun! Glory to the Shogun!
They're gone.
It was both. The people sacrificed, the result being that in the centuries since their... You could take the view that whatever I say, but even so, they are due a resolution.
Well, Paimon thinks that even if it's a few hundred years later, you're doing right by them now. And that's...
Thank you for your comforting words. But I used to think just like that samurai. That I was first, but what Inazuma needs more than a warrior. Even though I am utterly unlike Makoto, and can never become the person she was, I still need to do the... Yes, they are. They are strong. As the Raiden Shogun they revere, I should not be the one to hold them back.
well said.
That's good to
Sounds
hear.
to Paimon like you figured things out.
Change will come to Inazuma. And with it, no matter how long it takes, now that we've dealt with the Rift Hounds, this matter is halfway resolved. I will leave the Tenryo and Yashiro commissions to handle the follow-up work.
Alrighty then, let's... He looks calm on the outside, but she seems to have changed. Huh? What's wrong, eh? What's going on? Are you feeling unwell again?
It looks like the situation... No need. I need to go to the cave below.
Why? What?
A battleground.
You want to go to battle, that's fine for me, but I'm going for a recharge. Health recharge. आई गेस मुझे फिर से ऊपर जाना पड़ेगा. डबल वर्क.
We're finally here. The entrance should be nearby.
Whoa! Where'd the Torii gate come from?
This is a place I once sealed off with my own hands. It looks like she...
Huh? What are you talking about? And who is she? Makoto? Where are we
I have to fight the Red Shogun again. That is that I'm gonna lose for sure.
Paimon's this. Whoa. This place. Look! Look over there! It's another A!
We meet again, traveler. This body is an assistant to the one within, but it is also the guardian of the rules. Should the one within wish to stray from the rules, this body shall stand in her way.
Wait! Paimon knows that voice! Is that the puppet?
You have wandered the realm in my body, and you appear to have you believe your present self has greater certainty than your former self. Thus, but have you really been enlightened with new ideas? Or I'm here to show you my answer. We are both warriors, and the dialogue we must now have shall be...
Wait!
The discomfort I was experiencing earlier was caused by the Shogun rejecting my continued use of her body. As she indicates, once I started entertaining the idea of change, but inside a realm of consciousness, I exist independently of her. She cannot... Though she is a puppet, the Shogun has her own consciousness too. When necessary, she appears here to confront me.
Hey, showdown with the Shogun?
The rules I set for the Shogun are... I would not try to change her.
Isn't there any other way? Can't you talk it through or something? But they both...
My form is a symbol of supreme majesty, in which has been vested power over all the realm. It is the cohesive embodiment of all that constitutes the Raiden Shogun. It inherits A's pain, the pain of inevitable loss that comes as she moves forward. So too does it inherit her determination to reach eternity. Every action undertaken is for the sake of resisting erosion. Determination, courage, love, hatred, all of these will be degraded and distorted by the incessant flow of time. Only rules shall remain constant for eternity. Those were my thoughts when I created you. Now, they are towering obstacles that I have no choice but to overcome. You wish to make yourself my enemy? I am your past, the everlasting law, the guardian of eternity. And I am she who promised a dream to her subjects. Raiden A! In the end, even the proud and mighty Oni Maiden was cut down and disgraced. Steel blade has been cleansed of her blood and filth. Never shall it shine as brightly as it once did. There is no escape that weak! Ha! This ends now. Inazuma shines eternal.
What the fuck?
Shine down. The kitsune sakura blossoms that once filled the skies fell to the ground as pitch black rain. As long as the ley lines flow, the relentless erosion of time will never stop.
She's completely recovered?
There is no escape! Ha! Your verdict is decided. Insolent. This world, a fleeting
Now
shadow.
you shall perish!
Weak. Pathetic. Weak. Illusion shattered. Pathetic. Weak. Ha! Absurd. Shine down. Be gone! Illusions are but distractions. Shattered. Inazuma shines eternal. There is no escape. Decided. Pathetic. Weak.
That's cheating.
Illusion shattered. The divine lightning that envelops all of Inazuma will fade silently into the
You know
clouds.
this is cheating.
There shall never be another. Never. For the rest of time.
You know that's literally cheating, bro. Hello.
Shine down! Ha! The eye sweeps the lands. Inazuma shines eternal. Only emptiness awaits.
Have you finally defeated her?
It appears your martial prowess has not dulled. But how long can your will remain?
How the heck?
In this realm of consciousness, she was built to resist erosion. Her will is stronger than any other living being's.
Then, does that mean this is gonna be an...
Maybe. But I have to prove to her that if I don't do this, the Shogun's... This is my duty. No matter how long this battle may last. Months, years, centuries. And no matter how 500 years ago, you here in the present. It is about time that I learned to trust them. I understand that. I fight for the... I vow to the subject during my absence.
But this means...
Pass on my words.
Yep, she needs our help. We are coming for her.
Looks like we got kicked out. Oh, what do we do? She was making sense. And maybe this is the only way to change the Shogun's rules, but still... Right? What if she gets too obsessed with winning, and she forgets why she's there in the first place? It could happen. And then she might never leave again. Yeah, is there any way we can cut down how long she needs to spend in there? Or, you know, help her win... Well, whatever. Oh, but we also... Okay, well, first things first. We gotta find a way back in. Oh, come on, brain juice. Don't fail Paimon now. Okay. Oh, you're right. Who knows if she really
We need your help, please.
someone's not in the best of moods. Let me guess. I hope you realize how lucky you are. If it was anyone else, I don't think I'd have the patience to keep greeting them with a smile after the first few times.
But you're always
That was a figure of speech. Do you understand?
Oh, yeah. Something really big's happened.
Oh, okay, I see. So, A's decided to palm Inazuma off on the human. Impossibly stubborn. Jump straight to the most extreme. You know as well as I do that she's always been like this. Why start fretting about it now? Rushed into it without thinking. Well put. So you seem to be under the impression that I am able to offer some sort of...
Is she playing dumb?
Aha! You're learning, little one. But really, all I know is that it's the foundation of the sacred Sakura. And from what I've heard, it's a little different from A's plane of euthymia.
Because Raiden Makoto is no longer a...
Not just because of that. The nature of the space itself is different in some way. But I can... Anyway, we needn't worry about the details too much. First things first. Follow me.
क्या हम लोग आज
Now
रेडियन शोवन
then,
को हरा
I
पाएंगे?
always have my ways. It's just a question of how crafty I need to be. To the outsider, the realm of consciousness is a very abstract concept. Luckily, I'm A's familiar, so I can sense her In other words,
So, it's abstract, but has a location, but you don't know where it is, but you can still send us there. What?
yes, no need to try and understand it. Everything is turbulent and disordered. If you try to force... This is precisely why when entering the plane of euthymia, it's much
What? All right, well, I might stand here then. You two can go in.
Suit yourself. Worst case scenario, all we stand to lose is A. So...
Paimon had it up to here with both of you!
Oh, well, if you're
Paimon,
quite sure, then of
you
course.
have to come with us.
Now, I shall send you...
We're gonna use you as a meat bait.
Oh, nothing. It just seems extraordinary. By the way, remember to focus constantly on your heartfelt wishes when you enter. Only a strong enough will can prevent you from being swallowed by the giant waves of abstract space. Well then, the door's open. Hop on in. I'll stay outside and provide what stability I can. I'm placing my god in your capable hands. For my sake, and for Inazuma's, please. Bring her back.
I don't want to die.
You better know what you're doing!
That's enough chatter. Remember to focus constantly on your heartfelt wishes when you enter inside. Only if you are strong enough can I deliver you to the right destination.
How can this be? You have returned. But how were you able to get back in? And How come you have not changed at all in all these years? This is a duel to remember. It is as if we have returned to the moment when the laws of eternity were first established. Your will to over countless battles, not once have you lost, and never had I made all enemies of eternity stand against you. You still would not have waited for your firm commitment to enforcing the rules. You bring honor to the title of Guardian. Now these two return once more to this space. Then, let this be our final duel, the conclusion to that which began 500 years ago. Final duel? Stand back, traveler. I'm going to be the start of something new. The time our duels took to fight was long enough to witness the rise and fall of nations.
What the fuck? Hello?
Energy they consumed, great enough to vaporize the oceans and turn day into night. And the will they demand, sufficient to penetrate minds and crush dreams. Yet, you have endured.
Right.
I will endure forever. Shine down! There is no escape! Eternity is in my hands! This is the end. You have won. I believed you were incapable of transcending the past. But it seems my belief was baseless, and I underestimated your spirit. But a will that cannot be eroded has no way to embrace the future. You need not worry about the future. And you aren't alone. I know your power more than anyone else. Had I relied upon my strength alone, I would have lost. Yet, my reason for fighting redefined my martial prowess and redrew my limits. And whenever I think of this, I feel something the blade that I inherited from Makoto seems to be trying to guide me. I noticed it also. Just now in the heat of battle, it seemed to unleash a new and unfamiliar. This power is beyond the limits of my understanding.
That's good
This
for me.
blade belonged to Makoto. Perhaps it can only respond to me with its full power when I clasped Muso Ishin in my hands. I had the feeling that she was by my side. It was at once a familiar feeling and a strange one. You have my approval. Your present will is not the product of erosion. I shall no longer from this day forth. This body, I won't design any more rules that can never be changed. You used to represent my past. Makoto never saw me as a fearless weapon. Likewise, you truly have changed. I understand. I shall become your shadow, just as you were once Makoto's shadow. The duties I perform will not change, but as a warrior, I look forward to the chance to fight like this again in the... Do you say this because you have not yet... It was simply a new experience for me. One that is worth reliving.
Have you finished fighting?
Hello, A. And greetings, those who have come. I am Raiden Makoto, the previous Electro Archon, who failed in my duties and left you all to pick up the pieces. Makoto? I'm so happy. You've come so far. I always knew you would make it here in the end. I left a faint fragment of my will in Muso Ishin, so that in the moment that you unleashed its full power, I too would be released. A convoluted way to reach you, but... well, you held such deeply entrenched views at the time that you wouldn't have listened to a word I said. There was no time to wait for you to have a change of heart. Please forgive me. All I could do was find some way to wait until you came to me. But... you never mentioned this to me. Everything happened so suddenly. I'm sorry. I've always felt terrible for having to entrust Inazuma to you all of a sudden. I should have been the one to impart these ideas to you, a little at a time, to dissuade you from your pursuit of stillness. Did you know what was about to happen in Conria? I had some sense of it. That place was not somewhere that any Archon could afford to ignore. In my present form, I can no longer perceive time. I don't know how long we have been separated before this reunion. And I don't know, but I know that this must have been an extremely arduous journey for you. And don't look down on me. See? It was with this possibility in mind that I left a parting gift for you. Something to soothe Inazuma's pain. Here, take it. Before my love, but it is you who must take them.
The light turned into a seed?
The miracle tree that blesses the people, in this moment new to the world and yet to be known. When to plant it, where it shall bloom. She who brings it into being must let her heart and dreams decide. Grant it life, eh? Is it really? Eternity extends time into infinity. Dreams illuminate each
Sakura
moment
tree, if I'm
within.
not wrong.
When both shine in unison, the sacred Sakura blooms from the darkness, finally free from the clutches of the heavenly principles. Now the nightmare has dissipated, and reality is made whole. The vision we both yearn for is still further ahead. My only regret is that I cannot witness Inazuma's future, nor can I walk this journey with you. Do you know, I am so happy right now, because my final wish has now come true. Your polearm once protected me from countless calamities. For this, I've always felt indebted to you. Though I could never repay you in full, this sacred Sakura will buy you some time until you are ready to awaken and embrace the new. What do you think? Did it do the trick? This time, it really is goodbye, eh? Goodbye, Makoto.
So the A of the present planted the sacred Sakura in the realm of consciousness, and it took root in the Inazuma of the past. No matter what you make of it, it's quite incredible.
All of this is thanks to Makoto's power. Her understanding of eternity is much more profound than mine. Eternity is a concept intimately connected with time.
A place where time is meaningless and cannot be understood with... Perhaps that is the reason why you were able to return precisely to this point in time without any... And yet, that sense of disorderliness has now completely...
I don't fully understand yet. But my...
Well, I'm not convinced that it was Makoto's power alone.
Without the sacred sakura, Inazuma would likely have been completely swallowed up centuries ago by that disaster and the filth.
I know you've always perceived there was something special about the sacred sakura, but to me, it has always been there. You've tried in the past to prove to me that there's a connection between the sacred sakura and Makoto's consciousness, but unfortunately, you never did persuade me, did you?
No. But I understand why now. It was...
But don't you think that tree looked a lot different than how it does now?
The sacred sakura is within my purview at the shrine, so obviously I get to prune it exactly how I like it.
Ugh. Now we see who's pulling this.
I'm joking. That tree has been through a lot since it first sprouted. We have the loving care of Kitsune over the ages, and obviously I played my part too. It's fair to say that very little time passed between the moment you came out of that realm and the moment you re-entered it. But in that same time, centuries of battling took place on the inside, did it not? Traveler, if I'm guessing correctly, you were repeating your wishes to yourself in your mind, weren't you? At that time, I could sense A's whereabouts, but suffice to say, time added a whole new dimension to our search. Fortunately, your will was strong enough that the turbulence carried you to the moment in time most likely to be the intersection of all that you were wishing for. The flow of turbulence may well have been influenced by Makoto, but it took everyone's efforts combined to ultimately help A. So this time...
Does that mean it wasn't by chance that we ended up at the final duel? We were always meant to be there to witness what was going to happen?
I thought that the flow of time was the same on the inside and the outside. My first thought was, has a great disaster befallen Inazuma? But it turned out you had come to rescue me. You came. You too have my thanks. You have done much.
A, how are you feeling now?
My body has fully recovered, and the Shogun's will no longer fights against.
Always thrilled to hear you're in good health. But I was really asking about your emotions. After all, you saw Makoto.
I only heard her voice. I wouldn't say I saw her. I'll be fine. It brought a few things back, of course, but I've made my decision to move forward. I have to say, this has reminded me once again just how brilliant Makoto was. She predicted all the ways in which Inazuma's future could unfold, all the way back then. She even factored my immaturity into her plan. It's all thanks to her that Inazuma lived to see this day. I just planted a seed.
Yeah, it was thanks to everything you did that you got to see her again. That's amazing!
Thank you.
Today, at long last, you and Inazuma finally emerge from the Makoto and you are Inazuma's past and future.
It's rare to hear such comforting words from you. I graciously accept them.
Oh, come on. You only think it's rare because you never used to listen to a word I said.
Makoto said the exact same thing.
Great minds think alike, hmm? I wonder, does that qualify me to, maybe, take the position of Shogun for a couple of days? Actually, no. Forget that. Far more trouble than it's worth.
We will have to end the frivolities there. There is much work to be done. The Shogun and I will closely review the Inazuma of today to find out where things currently stand. Then, we will give careful consideration. After that,
Really?
I am no longer pursuing an eternity defined by stasis. I don't doubt that many challenges lie ahead for Inazuma. I'm looking forward to it.
That's good. That's good, precisely.
Many challenges still lie ahead for Inazuma, but I am prepared for them.
Ahem. Yaimiko said nothing of the sort. Some words are not. Trust me. You don't want to know the cost of betraying me. Just think of the...
What are you talking about?
Nothing.
Many challenges still lie ahead for Inazuma, but I am prepared for them. Don't worry, I haven't forgotten. I will be sure to remind it's not only the monsters that I am worried about. I'm concerned about what else might escape from the sacred sakura.
That's a tough one, all right.
Since you clearly understand, perhaps you... Many challenges still lie ahead for
I think it's the end of this saga. We still have this one. Yeah, Emiko. Hmm. I guess that's it for today. Thanks for joining the stream, and I will see you guys next time. Good night.